In September 2024, civil associations from the state of Mexico and beyond came together to form Grupo Reflexión México. This union was born out of deep concern for the future of democracy, for the protection of human rights, and for the threat posed by rising authoritarian regimes that endanger world peace. On November 8, 2024, after what we saw as a stolen election in the United States, with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, from that moment forward, the world entered a phase of instability and uncertainty. In December 2024, in response to these events, the U.S. civil movement to fix the democracy was formed, bringing together citizens committed to restoring a true democratic system. As part of this resistance, we marched toward the Capitol in Washington, a place already marked by multiple insurrections. With every step, every voice, we made our message clear. The people will not accept governments imposed through fraud and manipulation. On February 1, 2025, the newly announced Trump-Musk regime launched harsh tariffs against Canada, Mexico, and China, a move meant to establish an aggressive economic policy. But instead of stability, these measures only deepened international tensions and opened the door to large-scale conflict. Since December, we've witnessed constant provocations and threats designed to normalize war as the only path. But we refuse that narrative. We will not accept that an unelected Musk and a Trump who hadn't yet officially taken office could push the world toward a crisis affecting millions of lives. Peace is not negotiated. Peace is defended. The resistance of UNITED AMACS. UNITED AMACS, together with human rights and peace organizations around the world, has publicly declared, "We do not recognize the legitimacy of the Trump-Musk regime. We reject any government that spreads disinformation to confuse the public, promotes violence as a tool for social control, ignores international agreements like the UN Charter, opposes the goals of Agenda 2030 and the Generation Future Project, breaks its own promises of unity, inclusion, and collective progress. We will not accept a world based on exclusion and authoritarianism." That's why we reaffirm our commitment to a new democracy, to a new model of global governance, where power lies not in the hands of the few, but in the voices of organized civil society. Because civil associations reflect the true voice of the people, from newborns to elders, from the poorest neighborhoods to the largest cities. We, the free citizens of the world, will create spaces for dialogue, reflection, and action. We are launching Cafés for Peace, in alliance with Architects for Peace, because we believe that the world will not be transformed through violence, but through connection and collective participation. We rise with determination against media perversion that distorts truth and spreads lies, the misuse of social networks as tools of control and division, artificial intelligence used to dehumanize instead of uplift, because we are not artificial, we are human, and our intelligence is not programmed, it is guided by values, conscience, and dignity. We don't need weapons. We need dialogue, because when dialogue dies, war begins. Oath to peace. I, as a citizen of the world, pledge with joy, with conviction, and with hope to work for peace in my daily life, in my community, in my state, in my town, and in my country. I promise to respect and value all people, regardless of social class, belief, race, religion, gender, age, or education level. I reject violence and discrimination in all forms. I commit to a spirit of dialogue, mutual understanding, and cooperation. I promise to treat others with kindness, respect, and compassion. I promise to care for the environment and to leave my children a livable, sustainable world. I promise to confront injustice, fight against evil, and act always with mercy. I promise to leave behind a legacy of peace, love, loyalty, honesty, tolerance, and friendship while upholding fundamental rights and universal values. I offer my time and energy generously to build bonds of friendship and serve those who need it most. Hear us. Our voice is the voice of peace. Our cause is the cause of humanity. We decide the future.